Within the last decade, the music industry has changed along with the evolution of the internet. An artist's presence online has become just as important as their physical presence in a community. Some might even say that an online presence is even more important than anything when it comes to marketing. This is causing many artists to ask the question, what is the most effective way for independent groups to market themselves to a wider audience in the internet era?
Thanks everybody, we're so excited to be here.
Small Reactions is a local Atlanta band that started nearly 10 years ago. Their most recent EP, Hung from Wire, was released in July of 2014. I spoke with them to find out what kind of marketing tactics they had to use back then.
We started in high school, we were young, and we didn't know how bands work. We just like playing.
Made flyers, kind of went like that route and stuff. Social media wasn't that big.
Yeah, I feel like when we started, like you could only have Facebook when you were in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a MySpace page.
The group stresses the importance of social media, and across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, they have a combined total of nearly 1,500 followers.
Promoters look on the internet, they look at your social media, and they see how many people are following your page, because that's, to them, a gauge for who will come to the shows.
Although the band, like many others, rely on the internet to promote themselves, they still acknowledge the value and importance of face-to-face interaction.
We used to. I mean, I remember coming down, when we first started playing in Atlanta, we would go to like Little 5 Points with CDRs and like walk around and hand them, which probably got nobody out to the shows. But maybe it did, I don't know. But that's, I mean,
We were coming in blind.
Yeah, we had no idea like, where to start out.
You know, one of the most, before we moved downtown in 2009, 2010, we lived in Marietta, and one of our most well-attended shows was one where we walked around Kennesaw State University, physically handing out flyers and telling folks, like, hey, we're playing at Three Bears Cafe, tomorrow night or whatever. And then all those folks, I mean, not all of them certainly, but it was a big crowd.
Thank you, we're Small Reactions.
It's good to know how musicians are getting their names out, but in a city that has hundreds of independent artists, how are fans and concertgoers actually hearing and finding new music? I spoke with a couple of music enthusiasts in the East Atlanta area to hear how they discover new artists. They explained to me that the internet is a big part of how they find different groups. They visit websites and blogs with music tastes similar to theirs. One fan specifically said that social media, like Tumblr and Last.fm, are particularly useful because you can find other like-minded people and have a dialogue with them. These sites are effective ways to get new recommendations because the internet exposes you to a broader range of music than older forms of media like newspapers, magazines, or even the radio. Another interesting point they brought up is the usefulness of an artist's website or online home. They emphasize that they regularly check band websites because it's possible to miss things that the media may not cover, like news or tour dates. It can even be frustrating when a group doesn't have a website because it's helpful to have all of a group's information consolidated in one spot. There are some musicians, however, who disagree and don't consider a website necessary.
I actually, 2 weeks ago, I think, deleted our website because I was just like, internet, whatever.
Kyle Swick plays drums in the group Babe's Motel and also plays guitar and sings in Places to Hide. In addition to being a musician, he also runs DIY booking and promotion as Irrelevant Music. I was interested in speaking with Kyle not only because he's been playing music for 10 years, but also because his booking experience offers a different perspective on marketing. Although he does use the internet to promote his groups and shows, he prefers to use physical media like flyers.
I'm a huge fan of flyering. I probably go out 2 days a week. Kind of depressing. I probably walk around the city 2 days a week just putting up stupid flyers that nobody looks at. I take a lot of pride in the flyers and in the shows.
Even though Kyle prefers the method of flyer distribution, he also notes that social media is an essential factor in marketing.
But that being said, it's absolutely necessary to have Facebook events and, blogs, whatever kids are doing these days. We have a Facebook page that we use regularly to just kind of we're playing a show, we're touring, whatever. And definitely a Bandcamp or whatever the streaming music, whatever your preference is, people do Reverb Nation and whatever else there's out there. But yeah, it's totally a necessary tool.
Ultimately, I learned that there isn't any one magic way for a band to promote themselves. Everyone I spoke with unanimously said that the best way to market yourself is by using every way available. I think the fans I spoke to said it best. Go through as many channels as possible.
Getting on the spot, doing everything, talking to people, putting up physical copies of things when you can, posting stuff on the internet, having that connection with people in the real world and online.
And as with anything else, being friendly to people is helpful too.
Just be nice, be likable. I've done so many things for so many bands that not my thing musically, but if you're a nice person and you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, I would love to help you.